had his sight for the first 18 years, no, the first 21 years of his life. The last 18, he's been blind. And that has not stopped him from achieving some amazing records. He holds 3 world records in Special Olympics, 5,000, 10,000, marathon. And in the last Special Olympics, he was leading by more than a kilometer. That's right, wiped out the field. And then he had an injury and had to drop out at the 27-kilometer mark. He hasn't given up. He literally just came back from Singapore, still running. He came 3rd overall. He's running every single day. He's written a best-selling book. It's called Henry Wanyoike, Victory Despite Blindness. Check it out. It's in every bookshop and store. It's also in schools around the country and translated into 3 languages: German, Dutch, English. It's a great read, folks. No doubt. He also has his own foundation, nursery school, Teresia House of Hope Nursery School. This is funded strictly, solely by him. Giving back, folks. That's what this man does. Next time you think of complaining, think about one man. Oh, by the way, he's also an MCA, member of the County Assembly, because under the new Constitution, people with disabilities are represented, and he represents the people of Kiambu County. Honorable Henry Wanyoike.
Thank you, Jeff.
My goodness.
Thank you, brother.
Oh my. You are such a superstar, my brother. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What keeps you going, Henry?
What motivates me is from what I've been doing, and especially with young people. I always feel motivated when I'm supporting these young people to show them that they can also be great champions like the way I am. I have that heart for the young people because I believe they are the future of our country. And unless we do something for those who have achieved, maybe this country might end up in many challenges. And that is why I feel motivated with the young people, showing them what they are able to be champion and how they can be, and they can tap their talents and they can go about it.
But when you were 21 years old, Henry, and you lost your sight, were you angry at God? Were you angry at the world?
In fact, when I realized that I have lost my sight when I was still young, at the age of 21, I was so frustrated. It was quite painful. I was thinking that is ahead of me. And now, as I was growing up, I was dreaming to become a world champion in athletics. I was thinking, now that life has come to a stop. It was not so easy to accept myself. And again, it was most of the time I was complaining why it happened to me. I didn't know it was a humble beginning or a painful beginning, but I'll end up being a happy person. Because nowadays I'm very happy and proud of what I've achieved.
And you're in the Guinness Book of World Records, Henry. 3 world records.
Yeah.
No one has broken them.
Nobody.
5,
from the year 2000, from 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters, and the full marathon. And yet I'm looking forward even to improve these records again.
Henry, I can't even run a mile and I can see with both my eyes. You run 42 kilometers.
42 kilometers. It's all about brain. It's all about determination. It's all about breathing in yourself that you can make it.
And you keep telling me, Henry, you may have lost your eyesight?
In fact, I always tell the world that I might have lost my sight, but I never lost my vision of whatever I wanted to achieve. Now I've been able to achieve even without sight.
That's incredible, Henry. Yeah. And now when you're representing the people of Kiambu County at the County Assembly, you're an MCA now, right?
Yeah.
What is that like? Is that working out?
It is working well, and I thank the people of Kenya for giving us people with disability chance to be represented. At least now we have voice. Before we didn't have enough voice, but nowadays at least our voice can be heard, and we thank the government of Kenya for what so far it has done. And being given this opportunity is a great honor, and I would love to thank the government of our beloved president for giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's a great honor.
Absolutely.
To represent people with disability in Kiambu County.
Here's another great honor for you, Henry. You don't know this, but Daddy Owen told me to tell you this just now before he left. He has this award ceremony on the 19th, right?
Yeah.
The Malaika Tribute Award.
Yeah.
He says you have been honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's what you're going to get that day.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Being recognized.
I thank God. God
okay, would you tell people out there then, Henry, people who complain all the time, people who, a little thing happens to them, a small setback, a small mishap, and they're complaining like you never believe.
They should not think more about or dwell more about their frustration, but they think more about the unfulfilled potential, because everybody is gifted in one way or the other. And the most important thing is to believe in yourself, to accept all the challenges you might be going through. And you should take they should take all these challenges as a stepping stone to take them to the great heights. Sometimes life it is quite challenging, but when you accept what is you are going through, you are able now to be more strong, and you're able now to conquer the world, and you become a champion out of that challenge. Like myself, I took it in a positive way through my sight. Now I'm a great champion, and I would love to tell everybody and every Kenyan that life sometimes is good to have challenges, because they help you to keep going and to carry on with life.
Yeah, Henry, if you were to ask God for one wish today, would you ask for your eyes back? Would you ask for your sight back?
In fact, let me tell you, Jeff, I'm proud of the way I am today, and I thank God to be the way I am today. Maybe if I have my sight, I could not have gone or have achieved what I have achieved today. And I'm happy because in this condition, I'm able to support more and more people through the Henry Wanyoike Foundation, giving hope to those who are down, and I feel great. So I don't have to complain to have sight or without sight.
That's deep, Henry. That's deep. And when you see your book, Victory Despite Blindness, when you see it being translated in 3 languages, and I'm sure it's going to keep selling because you said it's in its 3rd print already.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that make you feel?
I feel good, and when I was growing up, I was saying I love people to read my story. I didn't know whether I would be able even to write a book. In primary school, they always read about Henry Wanyoike, and I feel good, and I feel to continue doing whatever I'm doing, and I don't feel tired because I know from good and the world course I'm doing all the what I'm doing in the marathons, running for all these kilometers, and after running the kilometers, somebody somewhere else is benefiting from my sweat and from my energy.
Absolutely.
I feel great.
Yeah. Are you going to have this book in Braille, or is it in Braille?
Not yet. It's not yet in Braille. I'm still working on it, and I believe it will be soon in Braille, so that everybody, even those who are unable to see like myself, they're able to have the chance to read it. Yeah.
This holiday season, Henry, we're going to do a series of shows for the holiday season, and people, we're going into the whole Christmas season. What do you tell Kenyans at this time? And also Kenya turning 50 years old next week. What do you tell them?
Okay, I would love to tell my fellow Kenyans that they should have fun during the Christmas time, and again they should be proud of our country. Let me tell you, Jeff, we have a great country, and I have been to many countries in this world. I have been to more than 50 countries. But let me tell you, I have never seen a country like Kenya. It's a wonderful country. We have so many things for you to enjoy and to have fun. So I would have to tell Kenya to appreciate what God has given to us in this wonderful country. And again, we need to make it even better, so that even the generation which will come after us, they will be able to benefit, because I believe this country doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the generation which will come after us. So we need to leave a good legacy. So whatever we are doing as Kenyans, let us do it to our best and make it even more friendly and better than the way we found it.
Absolutely, Henry. But where does all this come from, Henry? Where does the big heart come from? Because look, you have your foundation, you have this school, you're raising orphans and kids who are poor and without much hope. Where does this come from?
Okay, from where I was, I was born in slums, Jeff, when I was young. For a few years I was in slums, and all the time I was saying that I would love to come out of that slum when I was young, very young, because of the challenges I went through. And when I'm doing all this, like helping these children, I want to show them and the community surrounding because the school is even next to the slum, that they can also be people like the way we are today. So it's like I would love to, from what I've achieved, to share, because like to me as Henry Wanyoike, I don't, money is not everything, but what you can do to support others. If you have the big heart and for other people to benefit from what you are doing is more important to me, and that is why I have that heart of supporting especially these young children, and I feel good when I go to them. Like every time when I go to all these competitions, I always make sure I have been organized some few school visits. Like when I was now in Singapore last week, I went to 5 schools in Singapore. Wherever I go, I have to make sure I go to at least 1 or 2 schools, because I feel much motivated and I'm talking to the young people.
And people like yourself, visually impaired right now, people without hope for tomorrow, for the future, who feel that this is the end of the line, what do you tell them?
They should accept themselves, they should accept the challenges, and after accepting what they might be going through, they should also have the belief, like what I believe, that they might have lost their sight, but they should maintain their vision. They should be passionate on whatever they are doing, because we are gifted in different ways. They might be good in, not necessarily in sports, but they are gifted in different, like that Owen, Dennis, they are good in music. Like myself, I'm good in athletics. We have good lawyers, we have good teachers who are bright, and I'm very happy. And from what we have done, it means that whether you have sight or without sight, you can make it. Go for it from whatever you are doing. Don't sit there and wait for people to come and support you. Show them that you are able if you are given opportunity, because this is the time now we are fighting for the opportunities, not sympathy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Henry,
thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And God bless you, my brother.
Thank you.
Well done. He lost his sight, but he never lost his vision. How about that for Honorable Henry Wanyoike, multi-world record holder? And I tell you, this man with this huge heart, giving back his own foundation, his own center of hope for young Kenyans, people with disabilities. And now, the Lifetime Achievement Award in the Malaika Tribute Awards, thanks to Daddy Owen. Goodness gracious me. This is a tearjerker right here, folks. Coming up, it's not just the visually impaired, also the hearing impaired. Wait till you hear Georgina Auma's story. I tell you, we simply cannot make this stuff up. Jeff Koinange Holiday Special Kenya at 50 is just warming up. We are back in a moment.